Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today is our presentation for INDT 21. Then, let's start. Demographics. Demographics. Number of population. The maximum capacity of the Tansa National Trade School is 28 food tech students in each room. So, ang capacity po ng room nila is 26 na estudyante in HM. So, sinasabi nilang food tech. Then, sa population by age and gender group, meron po silang female and male. So, ano na yun. Tapos, ang age po nung nasa, nila, 15 to 17 years old yung estudyante. Then, meron po silang mga teachers na 22 and 25 years old. 22 to 50 years old pata. Oo nga, tama po. Is 22 to 50 years old. Yun. So, ayun po ang demographic, I mean. So, dito naman tayo sa housekeeping. Housekeeping is referred to the practice of maintaining cleanliness, order, and proper hygiene in the locked kitchen to ensure a safe and efficiently cooking environment. This includes regular cleaning or surface organizing utensils, proper waste disposal, sanitizing equipment, and keeping floor and counters free of spills and clutter to prevent accident and contamination. So, dito po sa housekeeping na ginagawa nila is minimaintain mo nila ang kalinisan sa lalo na sa mga kitchen. Then marami po silang pinapanatili po nila ang hygiene. Then ini-ensure po nila na safe and efficiently yung ginagamit nilang products sa pagluluto. Pati na rin po sa ginagamit nila sa pagluluto, ganun. Then, includes the regular cleaning or surface organizing utensils. So, ito po, ina-organize po nila yung mga ginagamit nila para po ma-prevent yung kalat diyan. Pinapakita po nila. So mga proper waste disposal, then yan, sinabi ko pa po kanina is dinidispose po nila yung mga dumi, mga di na nagagamit na things like disposable utensils, ganyan. Tinatapon na po nila agad yon pag di na po nagagamit or nagamit na po ng isang beses. Then, spill the clusters to prevent accident and contamination. So, piniprevent po nila ang aksidente and contamination. Yan. So, ayun po ang housekeeping na ginagawa nila. Naglilinis po sila in proper order. Then, ano naman po tayo sa 5S? Kung nagagawa po ba nila ang 5S? So, sa 5S po, meron po tayong Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, Shitsuke. So, dito muna po tayo sa Seiri. Seiri is a Japanese term that means sort. They remove unsanitary items and such trash, dirty food, and other materials that no longer used to prevent injuries. So, nire-remove po nila tinatanggal po nila yung unnecessary items such like yun nga po, basura, then mga kalat, mga food na natatapon nila. Tapos, and mga materials na nagkakos ng injury, like kung nga nabalian po sila ng sandok, ganyan, tinatapon na po nila agad yun. Kasi kung di po nila matapon agad yun is maaari pong magkaroon ng injury sa ibang tao, like kunwari natapakan po nila, ganun. So, ayun po, tinatapon na po nila agad yon. So, seiri, ayun. Then, sa sa Seiton po, Seiton is Japanese term meaning set in order. They organize items properly to easy access. They also add labels or marks. So they can easily find that they need, such as cooking tools and other equipments. So dito po is ito po yung sasabi ko kanina na organize po sila sa mga items na ginagamit nila. Organize po sa ginagamit na item nila. So, meron po silang ginagawa na like, naglalagay po sila ng kunwari po, sa mga dry foods, yun po, meron pong nakalagay na label na marks doon. So, doon po nila nilalagay yung mga flour, mga dried foods po na nasa cabinet lang. Then, hinihiwalay po nila yung items like kagaya ng ginagamit sa pagluluto, kawali, bowl, mga pangsandok, ganyan. Hinihiwalay po nila yon. Then, tapos ito pa po pala sa mga so dito po they can easily find that, ayun, dahil po sa mga marks na ginagawa nila is nakikita po nila agad yung kung ano yung gusto nilang kunin, like kailangan po nila ng kawali, meron na pong nakalagay doon agad. So ayun po, mas madali po sila makakapag doon. So seiso is a Japanese term meaning shine. Everyone takes responsibility and keep their workstation clean and maintain a productive and safe working environment. So, lahat po ng estudyante doon is responsible po sila sa like keeping their kitchens clean and safe to prevent accident, ganyan, kasi meron pong time na sa pagluluto po hindi po sila nakapaglinis, then nagkakaroon po ng bad smell or toxic na pag hindi po nalinisan agad yun, like sa pagkain po. Pag natapon yung pagkain, hindi po nalinis agad, that may tendency po na may madulas po doon or magkaroon po ng sabihin na natin sabihin natin expired, ganun, nabulok, ganun. So nagkakaroon po ng so mini-maintain po nila yung shine. So lahat po ng estudyante pati teacher may responsibility po maglinis. So sa Shitsuke naman po ay Seiketsu po. Seiketsu is a Japanese term standard. After organizing tools and cleaning, Seiketsu involves creating a standard routine for daily cleaning, labeling areas, and ensuring that everyone follows. So the same procedures. This keep the workplace organized and efficiently over time. So dito po is ano po nila para parang ginagawa na po nila na araw-araw yung pag-organize, paglilinis, kasi po standard na nila yon. So pag sinabi natin standard is nasa kanila na po yun, parang po nila, ginagawa na po nila ng araw-araw yun sa workplace nila, like sa mga pagluluto nga po, ayun, parang nasa kanila na po na normal na po sila naglilinis na kanilang workplace or establishment or anything na pwede nilang Then Shitsuke naman po, Shitsuke is Japanese term that meaning sustain. After the establishment of standardized procedure or organization of cleanliness, Shitsuke involves regularly reminding students to stick to the cleaning schedules, follow labeling system, and participate in improvements actives. This ensure that the practices become the natural part of daily operation and are maintained over time. So ayun nga po na parang ginagawa po na nila after po nilang may establishment ang standardized procedure for organization and cleanliness. Ito po, yung Shitsuke po is regularly po natin ginagawa. Like, normally na po natin siyang sa part natin sa daily operation natin. Like, gaya sa pag-maintain ng kalinisan po, ganyan. Tapos, paglilinis po, pag-organize. So, lahat po ng 5S na yun is naka-contain na po siya sa Shitsuke na nasa normally na po nila na ginagawa.
Material handling. Number 1. Bend at the knees, not the waist. Students are encouraged to squat and lift using their legs rather than bending their backs. This reduces the risk of back injuries. Number 2. Keep the load close to the body. Carrying the load close to the chest helps to maintain balance and reduce strains on the back. Number 3. Avoid twisting motions when lifting or carrying. Students should pivot with their feet, not twist their backs, to avoid unnecessary stress on the spine. Manually powered handling equipment. Can opener, handheld egg beater, peeler, potato risers. Manually powered handling equipment refers to tools and devices that assist in the manual handling and movement of materials, but they require physical effort or manual input from operator rather than being powered by electricity, hydraulics, or other mechanical means. While mechanically powered handling equipment, vertical cutter mixer, food mixing machines, dough mixers. Mechanically powered handling equipment refers to machines or devices that use mechanical power sources such as engine, motor, or gears to move, lift, or transport goods and materials. Material storage to ventilation and fire exit. Material storage in cooking refers to the proper handling, organizing, and storing of ingredients, equipment, and supplies used in the kitchen to ensure safety, efficiency, and quality. It plays a crucial role in maintaining food hygiene, minimizing waste, and preventing accidents. Natural ventilations. The good side is that air can quickly exit from the establishment or workplace because of natural ventilation, and fresh air can also enter from the outside. However, the bad side is that toxic gases could also enter.
Materials storage. Fire exit. Fire exits to refer to the designated escape routes in commercial kitchens or food preparation areas that are crucial for ensuring the safety of staff and customer. In case of fire. Properly planned fire exit are an essential part of a kitchen safety infrastructure. So dito po is kailangan po maglagay ng fire exit talaga sa mga anong lugar, like kagaya sa mga kusina po. Madali po kasing hindi po natin malalaman na magkakaroon ng sunog, ganyan po. Kaya kailangan po meron pong 2 o 3 fire exit sa mga malalapit na pwede pong madali pong labasan ng mga tao. So lalo na po sa mga Hindi lang po sa kitchen, pati na rin po sa labas ng kunwari po sa mga restaurant po, meron po dapat silang fire exit doon na pwede po sa customer, ganyan po. So mga, in case po na magkaroon po ng sunog, ganun po. So sa fire safety po, kailangan po natin ng warning device, like kagaya po ng fire alarm, na pag nagkaroon po siya ng maliit na sunog or anything, madali nyo po siyang makakapag po kayo agad ng tulong ng help. Then fire safety equipments din naman po, like kagaya sa fire extinguisher, na kailangan po rin po sa mga establishment, like kagaya na po sa kitchen, ganyan po. Kailangan po nila yan dahil kailangan po nila maagapan agad yung sunog kung kinakailangan, para po hindi na po mag-spread ng apoy at kumalat pa po ng napakaan sa establishment na magkaroon po ng sunog na pwede rin pong na kumalat pa ng mas malawak. Fire safety. Stay alert. Never leave cooking food attended, especially when frying, grilling, or boiling. Keep flammable away. Avoid placing towels, paper, or other flammable materials near stovetop and burners. Keep your heat. Use appropriate heat levels and keep an eye on hot oil or grease which can ignite easily. Clean regularly. Keep stove, oven, and exhaust filters free of grease builds up. So, sa mag-stay alert po tayo, and wag niyo pong hahayaan na iwanan niyo po ang niluluto niyo, lalo na po sa mga crucial na pangyayari, like nagluluto po kayo or nag-iihaw. Wag na pong iiwanan po ng sa watch your heat, maintain nyo po yung init na dapat po para sa kanya, kasi if na malakasan nyo po yung apoy, may tendency po na magkaroon po ng pagkalat ng apoy. Like sa sobrang lakas po ng apoy nyo, maaari pong madamay ang ibang katabing kunwari po meron pong tubalya doon, maaari pong kumapit yung apoy sa towels, din magkaroon po ng malawak na apoy. Then ito po, clean regularly. Keep malinis po yung bago po kayo magluto. Kailangan po malinis ang drilling, ganyan po, na wala pong unnecessary things na pwede pong kapitan ng apoy, like kagaya sa papers, towels, ganyan po. Kailangan po malinis po yung paglulutuan nyo. Turn off heat, shut off the stove or oven immediately in a fire starts. Use a fire extinguisher. Keep a class B or multiple purpose fire extinguisher in the kitchen and know how to open it. Don't open doors. If a fire occurs inside the oven, turn off the heat and keep the door closed to suffocate the fire. So, pag nagkaroon po ng maliit na pumutok po yung, kunwari po yung oven, pumutok po, then nagkaroon po ng apoy, wag na wag niyo pong bubuksan agad ang oven, kasi baka po sumabog sa mukha nyo or anything na mangyari. And shut down agad yung electricity, like kung may nakakabit po doon na plug, tanggalin niyo po agad para hindi na po maglabas ng electricity na maaari pong kumalat ng yung apoy. Then kung dapat marunong po kayo marunong po kayo na gumamit na fire extinguisher in case po na magkaroon po ng ganun na pangyayari na pagsunog po. Kailangan po marunong po kayo mag fire extinguisher. So, paano nga po ba maiiwasan yun? So, isa po sa install smoke detectors, ensure that they working or located near but no directly in the kitchen. So, magkakabit po kayo ng small detector sa mga hindi po sa kitchen mismo kasi po natural na po na magkaroon ng smoke sa niluluto nyo, like sa pagluluto. So ilalagay nyo po siya sa malapit na sa pinto po, labas ng pinto, ganyan, papasok po ng kitchen area or sa labas po na. Then install fire extinguisher, yun po sinasabi ko kanina, lagi po tayo mag-install ng fire extinguisher in case po na magkaroon po ng pagsunog, lalo na po sa mga kitchen areas. Then fire alarm po, yan, being aware tayo lagi sa mga ginagawa natin. Like, kailangan po talaga ng fire alarm sa mga establishment, kahit po sa school, kahit po sa working areas, mga ganyan po, pati na rin po sa kitchen, ano po yan, mas kailangan po natin yan dahil po mas madali pong makakalap ng apoy sa kitchen area dahil po apoy ang ginagamit sa pagluluto.
Electrical safety. 1. Automatic breaker. This is for electrical because when a short circuit occurs or two live wires come into contact, it automatically turns off the all passage of electricity. Emergency response and first aid. Train in first procedures specific to electrical injuries, including how to handle electric shock and burns first aid kits and safety equipment such as emergency shut-off devices are kept accessible. Ito yung mga taong tinraining para makapaggawa sila ng first aid sa mga pwedeng masaktan. Next, occupational health. Ito ay binubuo ng tatlo. Isa, inhalation of smoke or fumes. Pangalawa, wound or injury on the body. Number 3, allergies or irritation. Inhalation of smoke or fumes. Inhalation of smoke or fumes refers to breathing in harmful gases, particles, or chemicals released during combustion or the release of toxic substances. This can occur in situations such as fires, cooking, accident, or exposure to hazardous materials. The effects can range from mild irritation to severe respiratory damage, depending on the substance inhaled and the duration of procedure. Ito dito, pwedeng mangyari dito yung pag nagpapakulo ka ng tubig. Dahil doon, mag-evaporate yung tubig at may lalabas na mainit na gas or smoke. Yan, okay yun. Wound or injury on body. In cooking, there are times when wounds or injuries on the body can occur, such as accidentally making a wrong cut or due to being pressured by your professor. Dito naman, yung kapag naghihiwa ka ng mga ingredients o kaya kapag natalsikan ka ng mantika, ng kumukulong mantika, pwede kang magkaroon ng injury, lapnos, mga ganon. Allergies or irritations refers to reaction that occur when a person is exposed to certain foods, chemicals, substances in the kitchen. This reaction can vary from mild irritation to more severe allergic response. Ito yung mga yung ayaw ng katawan natin. Tapos kapag nagkaroon kayo nito, magre-react yung katawan nyo. Pwede kayong magkaroon ng mga pula-pula, mga butlig-butlig, ganon. Observation and solution. This is our observation and solution to facility we encountered. The lack of cooking equipment, especially machines, sometimes prevents them from cleaning the kitchen properly, resulting in unpleasant odors and clutter. Our solution is to provide some assistance so they can purchase the necessary cooking equipment. They should also maintain cleanliness in the kitchen and ensure it does not become dirty, as they will be the ones affected. Ang isa pang naobserbahan namin ay yung wala silang heat detector. Mas maganda sana kung meron silang heat detector, kasi ang heat detector ay na maalarma ang mga tao kapag sobrang init na, dahil ito ay tutunog o kaya basta may detector yun. Yun lang po. Thank you.